Happy weekend, everyone. Welcome to the Saturday segment of the Last Life Ever podcast. And today we're going to talk about 3 easy ways to inject joy into your daily routines. So COVID-19 has disrupted everyone's normal routines. Before COVID, we were all super busy, and COVID hasn't seemed to help. And now we have additional tasks, responsibilities, and expectations. And not being able to get out with friends and family can be really depressing. But we all have to work towards joy. A lack of joy in your life can lead to unhappiness, and it can even have long-term negative consequences on your health. And several well-known studies demonstrate that positive emotions such as joy have a profound effect on your health. As a matter of fact, in a 2005 study entitled Positive Emotion and Health Going Beyond the Negative, during a 10-year time period, joy and optimism provided a 51% reduction in the rates of heart disease among men. But thankfully, no matter how busy your life may be, there are steps you can take to instantly boost your mood and health. And Jeff is going to tell us about the first one right now.
Right, which is taking a joy break. So now this can be anything, right? It's going to instantly give you a positive attitude and it's going to make you feel more relaxed. But it's going to be something like stopping and taking a couple of minutes to have a cup of coffee, or maybe watch birds in your bird feeder, or even call up a friend and talk to someone that you haven't talked to in quite a while.
I love to take joy breaks throughout my day. And actually, I have 2 accountable friends that hold me accountable. And those are my 2 dogs, because one of the ways I take joy breaks is by taking them for a walk, and they lose their mind if they don't get their walks. If you have somebody who holds you accountable, like a little puppy or something like that, who needs to go out for a walk, then you might be able to take those joy breaks more regularly. So you want to schedule your joy breaks, pop in some headphones, take a little walk, listen to your music or your devotional or whatever it is that you like to do. Make sure you schedule those joy breaks.
I'll tell you, I'm super grateful for my dogs. And that brings us to the second thing, which is count your blessings, right? Everyone's going to have good and bad things that happen to them throughout their day, throughout their week, throughout their month. The trick is to find the good things and pay attention to them. You can write them down, or you can just tell people that you're grateful for them being in your life. I think, Jillian, I'm super grateful to have you in my life. So
I'm super grateful to have you. I'm grateful for our last lifers too.
Absolutely. You want to count your blessings. And if you do that, you will feel much, much better.
You know, I have a friend who's counting her blessings publicly on Facebook, and I'll tell you, it's helped me incredibly because it reminds me of some of the things I should also be grateful for. If you want to shout from the rooftops, there's nothing wrong with that. Count your blessings publicly. You don't know how you might lift someone's day up.
You know, I've never tried counting my blessings publicly, which brings us to the third way to incorporate joy into your life, which is try something new. So that's something that I think you, Jillian, can tell us all about.
Well, you know, the old adage, familiarity breeds contempt, is certainly true when it comes to our daily lives, and probably more true now than ever since we're stuck at home more often and can't get out and do regular activities. So what can you do? Maybe you can consider learning a new skill or hobby, but I actually don't think shaking things up and trying something new can be all that complicated. You could try hiking a new trail, or one of the things we've done at my house is try new recipes. And I've also tried new cooks, which is my children. And sometimes that works out great and sometimes not so great, but everybody gets a little piece of joy because the kids learn something new. We try a new recipe and everybody has a little more happiness in their life.
And it's a lot less familiar that way, right?
Exactly. So thank you everybody for joining us. I'm Jillian Sidoti.
And I'm Jeffrey Holst, and we're reminding you to live the best version of your last life ever.